On June 18, 2026, a serious railway collision occurred in Bedford, involving two passenger trains heading to London St Pancras. This video provides a clear, factual, and detailed breakdown of what happened, the casualties, the emergency response, and the ongoing investigation. What exactly happened on June 18, 2026 in Bedford? At approximately 17:15 British Summer Time, two East Midlands Railway trains collided south of Bedford, near the Elstow interchange between the A421 and A6 roads. The incident was declared a major incident by emergency services. Which trains were involved in the collision? The collision involved the 1640 service from Corby to London St Pancras and the 1550 service from Nottingham to London St Pancras. Both trains were operated by East Midlands Railway. What was the nature of the collision? Initial reports indicate that it was a rear-end collision, meaning one train struck the other from behind. Investigators are examining whether this was due to a signal passed at danger, a faulty signal, or driver error. Were there any fatalities in this incident? Yes, sadly, the driver of the Corby to London train died as a result of the collision. No other fatalities have been reported. How many people were injured in total? A total of 89 people were injured in the collision. This number includes passengers and railway staff. Can you break down the severity of the injuries? Yes. Of the 89 injured, 11 people sustained very serious injuries, 22 people sustained serious injuries, and 56 people sustained minor injuries. All injured individuals received medical attention at the scene or at local hospitals. Which hospitals received the casualties? The injured were taken to Bedford Hospital and the Luton and Dunstable University Hospital. Both hospitals asked the public to avoid attending accident and emergency departments unless it was a genuine emergency to ensure capacity for the casualties. What emergency services responded to the scene? A major emergency response was mobilized, including police officers, fire and rescue crews, and multiple ambulance teams from the East of England Ambulance Service. An air ambulance was also dispatched, along with a hazardous area response team to deal with potential hazardous materials or complex rescue situations. What was the immediate advice given to the public? East Midlands Railway urged passengers not to travel on affected routes. Rail services were suspended, and passengers were advised to seek alternative transport or delay their journeys. The public was also asked to avoid the area near the Elstow interchange to allow emergency services clear access. What is the official investigation status? The Rail Accident Investigation Branch, known as the RAIB, has launched a full investigation. Their inspectors are on site gathering evidence, examining the track, the trains, and the signaling systems. They are also interviewing witnesses and reviewing CCTV footage. What technical evidence are investigators looking at? Investigators are expected to analyze data from the train's onboard recorders, commonly referred to as black boxes. These devices record speed, braking, and driver commands. They will also examine maintenance records, signal logs, and communication between the drivers and the control center. Has the cause of the collision been officially determined? No, the exact cause has not yet been officially determined. The RAIB has stated that their investigation is in its early stages and that a preliminary report will be released in due course. Until then, speculation about the cause is discouraged. What was the political response to this incident? Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer expressed his condolences to the family of the deceased driver and his concern for the injured. Transport Secretary Heidi Alexander also offered sympathies and promised a thorough and transparent investigation to learn any lessons necessary to prevent future incidents. How did this affect rail travel in the region? All East Midlands Railway services between Bedford and London St Pancras were suspended. Disruption continued into the evening and the following day, with replacement bus services being arranged but advised to be extremely busy. Passengers were encouraged to check live updates before traveling. What safety measures are being reviewed after this crash? While the investigation is ongoing, the RAIB will likely review the automatic warning systems, train protection systems, and the integrity of signal infrastructure on that specific stretch of track. Any interim safety recommendations will be issued immediately if a recurring risk is identified. Were there any weather or visibility issues at the time? At the time of the collision, weather conditions in Bedford were reported as clear with good visibility. Early indications suggest that weather was not a contributing factor, but this will be confirmed in the final investigation report. How long will the investigation take? Full rail accident investigations can take several months. A preliminary report is usually published within a few weeks, but a final report with definitive conclusions and recommendations may take up to a year, depending on the complexity of the evidence. What should passengers do if they were on one of these trains? Passengers who were on board and have not yet reported their presence should contact the British Transport Police or East Midlands Railway to assist with the investigation and to claim any lost property or seek support services. Counseling services have been made available for those affected. Is there any risk to the public from the damaged trains? Emergency services have confirmed that the scene is secure and that there is no ongoing risk to the general public. Both trains have been stabilized, and any hazardous materials on board have been safely managed. Will this affect future rail safety regulations? It is highly likely that the findings of this investigation will contribute to ongoing safety reviews across the UK rail network. Any systemic issues identified will lead to new or updated safety protocols, particularly regarding train protection systems and driver alertness monitoring. Finally, this tragic incident in Bedford serves as a stark reminder of the importance of rail safety and the dedication of emergency responders and railway staff. As the investigation continues, we will provide updates when new verified information becomes available. If you found this video informative and helpful for understanding the facts, please give it a like, share it with others who may want accurate information, and subscribe to this channel for more clear and factual educational content. Thank you for watching.